Welcome to this thought-provoking film discussing how Elon Musk's robot could revolutionize a number of industries. The field of robotics is fast developing, and the development of robots like Tesla's Optimus is causing a radical change in how we approach our work. There are innumerable applications for robots, and in this video, we'll look at some of the most important ones. Let's discuss how using robots in small and medium-sized businesses can boost productivity, lower labor costs, and improve safety. This will disrupt not only the stock market, but also human productivity as we know it, making Tesla the most profitable company in history before anything else similar happens. And click the subscribe button. There are many applications for robots, and to think that a few of them are already really precious. In today's economy, I would have gladly paid up to $100,000 for a robot. For instance, if you work on 3 shifts, one robot could work all 3 shifts, and if the job doesn't require supervision, it could work weekends as well. Even if we assume 2 shifts, the robot would be twice as valuable as an employee because most U.S. workers cannot be hired for less than $20 per hour. Let's assume Optimus works for $25 per hour. One shift can produce over 2,000 hours annually. Multiply that by 25 to get $50,000. Divide that amount by 2 shifts to get $100,000 in value for each Optimus robot annually. When it comes to robot technology, many people envision conveyor belts and robotic arms completing repetitive tasks like screwing, drilling, or welding. However, these types of robots are often too expensive or inflexible for smaller companies like mine. For example, I needed a robot to place a cap on a bottle, which required a human employee. However, robots can break and require repair, so it would be better to have more robots, such as 12s, so that there's always a backup if one breaks down. As well as a pop-on cat. After consulting with multiple companies, I received quotes ranging from $20,000 to $100,000, but none of them could ensure that their robot would function effectively. Fortunately, Tesla has developed Optimus, a robot that, with the right training, can perform tasks comparable to those of a human, saving me a ton of money on a conveyor belt. I would save money on labor expenditures if I invested in 1 or 2 robots to perform the tasks that 6 or 7 employees performed on a daily basis. Additionally, I wouldn't need supervisors to monitor the robot's work. Optimus, a box-like device, may handle a variety of issues in a small or medium-sized business, particularly when it comes to tedious chores like safety inspections or bottle capping. While buying and training a robot has some initial expenses, there can be significant long-term benefits, such enhanced productivity. As a business owner, I've learned that some activities are not as difficult as they look, and deploying humanoid robots can be an efficient solution compared to automation or large robotic arms. Decreased labor expenses and better safety. While oversight roles are comparable to quality control, they are one area where robots can be especially helpful. Monitoring is necessary for key supervision duties to make sure that activities are carried out appropriately and that staff are not being spied on. Although keeping check of numerous cameras at all times can be difficult, having a robot in each area to assist with oversight can be far more effective and dependable. Additionally, robots can be used in dangerous situations when workers' safety is in jeopardy. These occupations frequently call for dexterity and are more complicated than just welding a place. Robots can be taught to perform such tasks, lowering the risk to workers. Being a masseuse is one example that I like to use because you can't have a robot arm that comes in and gives you a wonderful shoulder massage. Robotic massagers are also available, and they can be set to meet your individual demands. In conclusion, even though there isn't a need for a conclusion in this instance, I think that humanoid robots can be incredibly useful in many areas of business, from overseeing operations to performing tasks that require finesse or spoken instructions. Jobs that require a human touch, like nuance or spoken word, can also be handled by robots. Let's talk about the possible advantages of Tesla producing 3,300 or 1,000 robots right now. The primary motivation is learning, as data is essential for Tesla's autonomous driving technology and the advancement of general AI. Through the use of more robots in manufacturing environments, Tesla is able to collect additional information from these vehicles' operations, such as information from cameras, engine activity, motor heat, and driver behavior under various conditions. Data can then be utilized to train other robots to operate more effectively and efficiently, producing even more data for advancements. The second justification would be to test out various use cases. I invite those who have experience working in factories, distribution centers, or outdoor environments to provide their perspectives in the comments section below. I believe there are numerous applications for these robots, such as operating machinery like tractors and forklifts in farming. If someone could come up with a reason why Elon Musk and Tesla shouldn't deploy 1,000 robots as soon as feasible, I think it would be obvious. Let's get imaginative and consider the idea of having more robots in the actual world. I'd love to hear it. Imagine a factory where workers are freed up to concentrate on creative and problem-solving jobs by robots handling the heavy lifting, or a distribution center where workers are able to tackle more complicated tasks like customer care, because robots handle the picking and packing. Because of the countless advantages, I believe it's time to embrace robotics and automation. Who knows? Maybe in the future, we'll even have robots that can prepare our meals and do our laundry by deploying robots in different settings. Tesla can collect more information and data, which will enable them to fail quickly and advance their software and hardware. Speaking of hardware iteration, Tesla would be able to test and develop its hardware considerably more quickly if 1,000 robots were deployed in various scenarios. Tesla is able to collect performance data from each iteration and utilize that information to improve. Last but not least, deploying a large number of robots gives Tesla the opportunity to showcase its progress to the public. By producing films and sharing them with the public, the company can show off how the robots are being used in various settings and performing complex tasks, which may help create buzz and raise interest in Tesla stock. A large number of robots can assist Tesla vehicles move more quickly, and although simulations are helpful, their efficacy depends on the volume of data they receive from the deployment of additional robots. With more real-world data to feed its simulators, Tesla can improve and increase their intelligence. The robots would first be constructed by hand, but eventually a manufacturing line would be required in order to sell them for a profit. As someone who has seen robots up close, I can confidently say that 3D printing can revolutionize the manufacturing of these machines. If you know a robotics expert or have experience manufacturing robots yourself, you understand the intricate components that make up a robot. The question is whether all these parts can be 3D printed. If the answer is yes, then there are no limiting factors to the main spectrum of robots. I believe Tesla will have a usable robot by the end of the year, and they will start selling them in early 2024. The capabilities of robots might not be ready for mass production just yet, but I've seen them pick up objects, walk, and even water plants. While cameras might be a worry, I don't think they're a limiting factor either. The only other possible problem could be cost. For example, if each robot costs $100,000 to 3D print, that's only $100,000 for Tesla, a pittance for a company the size of theirs. If you enjoyed this content and found it useful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.